evening, morning, afternoon, and for this one, it's a little different for me. I actually took the time to play the game, and I wanted to hold off my answer, or in this case, my what 13,000 cents compared to all the people who have played this game already. And this one is about Batman, specifically getting shot in the face in this game. A lot of people don't like how Batman went out in this game. And the fact that this is the Arkham Batman, I think is why people are really pissed. But also some, which I can't believe they even tried this. They are talking about how this is a disgrace or disrespect to Kevin Conroy's Batman, knowing he's played the character for I think about what 30 years, maybe 25 years. This man was basically the Batman for me growing up as a kid. I'm 24. Batman the animated series came out in 19 I believe 94. So yeah, he's been Batman longer than I've been alive, honestly. He's done all the TV shows, he's done majority of the movies, he's done he's done what? 3 games? Yeah, 3. This was probably game number 4 or 5, but the Arkham games, the whole trilogy, that's 3. He's done this game, which is connected to Arkham, that makes 4. And if he was in any other Batman game, I wouldn't know. I haven't played a lot of DC games in a while, and honestly, Batman Arkham stuff is all I've been playing. So, if Kevin Conroy was in anything else with Batman, I wouldn't know at this point, even though I should. But, moving on. When it comes to Batman's death in this game, knowing he had like a very, very cool and interesting boss fight because it's connected to the ending of Arkham Knight about him using the Scarecrow's fear toxin to be like this demon bat. Of course, there were a lot of callbacks to the game even after that boss fight, like Harley Quinn carrying him out over his over her shoulder, kind of like how he did her in the game for Arkham Knight with that nice voluptuous ass of hers, by the way. But more specifically, we're gonna talk about that scene, which I'm gonna throw up in a minute, about the space between Harley and Bruce after Bruce is insulting all of them, and Harley tells him that even when he's evil, he's still being nice as fuck, and he stops talking midway through until he's mentioned her last punchline. There was a moment in Harley's face of regret because she really didn't want to shoot him. Let's just be frank about it. Batman has saved Harley numerous of times, not just from her utter own death, but also even from her abusive boyfriend. Look, in Arkham Knight, Joker possessing an old man, this man put a gun right to her hip and used her as a hostage. And then if you play the Arkham story with Batgirl, he put a gun to her head just so he can get away from Gordon and the police. He left her there too, so she can get arrested. In Arkham Asylum, didn't even bother to break her out of the cell that Batman threw her in after that boss fight, by the way. You play Arkham City, shoot, man. Everything she did was to save his life. She was even trying to get pregnant by this man, and she still got left hanging high and dry. And then even her Arkham DLC, she's doing everything out of the fact that Joker died, and she was pissed. Honestly, if it wasn't for Batman, Poison Ivy, and a couple other people in her circle, I don't think she would have ever realized that she was in the wrong with this man. This man has done nothing good for her at all. So in this moment, I know she didn't want to shoot him because he's done so much for her in their years of crime fighting and crime and all that stuff. And then on top of all that, if Batman really wanted to stop her, he could have. This man has mastered numerous forms of martial arts, numerous mental barriers and strengths of pain. He has literally gone to other countries to learn how to deal with his pain. If you've watched the animated Batman movie where it's like an actual anime, you know what I'm talking about. If you've read and watched Batman Year One, you know what I'm talking about. This man literally built himself to be the ultimate human weapon. Look, he could have literally nicknamed himself Gilgamesh, which is nicknamed the Ultimate Warrior if you've watched the Batman animated series when Bane was introduced. So, Batman had, what, about a foot of space in between him and Harley and that pistol. He could have done 1,000 things just sitting there on that bench. waiting for the bullet. But no, if Bruce was not in there, he would have killed all four of them just sitting there. But he was in there. He knew there was no point in trying to stop Harley because he knew he had gone over the deep end. He's murdered everybody in the Wayne Manor Bank, or not Wayne Manor, in the Wayne Bank in Metropolis. He murdered guards. We even watched him throw a batarang into a female guard's neck, and he broke every bone in the male guard's body the moment he showed up to stop us. And if he really wanted to kill the Suicide Squad in the very beginning of the game, he could have. I even quit the moment that Batman showed up and whooped my ass with all four characters. I quit and did not play the game until the next day because I thought I'd have to do a whole boss fight. He was going to beat my ass again. So for me, as a somewhat Batman fan, for someone who loves Kevin Conroy playing this character for years, someone who loves playing the Arkham games, all four, I'm going to include Origins, but I know Kevin Conroy wasn't in it, all four Arkham games, knowing this Batman is built differently, if he really wanted to kill the Suicide Squad, he could. He could have done it at any point in the game. He's watching you throughout the game. There are even other gamers who've ran into Batman while he's stalking them, and all he does is, like Azrael in Arkham City, throw smoke and disappear. He'll go back to insulting you later while you play the game. Throughout the whole game until that boss fight, he could have killed you at any point. We all know it. None of us want it. Not all of us want to accept it. Most of all, for all those diehard Batman fans who want to call out the creators, they told you through the Flash there was no saving them. Even Wonder Woman was just as blind as most of us gamers. We wanted to save the Justice League. We didn't expect to kill the entire Justice League. I didn't want to kill them. But if it was the only way to beat the game and save the world, I had to do it. Shit, you really thought I wanted to shoot Green Lantern point blank in the face? Or just kill the Flash? Or at most, kill Superman with gold kryptonite bullets? You think I wanted to do all this for real? No, I didn't. But I will admit, I had a lot of fun playing the game. I enjoyed the story. The gameplay was cool, but I enjoyed the story more. I feel bad that we had to kill all these characters, and I feel bad that this is the way that all these characters had to go out. Don't get me wrong. I love Arkham Batman. I really, really do. But if this was what they wanted to do, and Kevin knew of it, and he signed off of it, then that's what they did. If Kevin really didn't want to do it, he wouldn't have signed off of it. But you know what? I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to go ahead and let the world continue to disrespect these developers and the characters. So with that said, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Y'all have a good day. Peace.